back to Crytically.
You lose a connection?
We lost Crypto Bay J, but we are live. What is going on, Crypto Warriors? Welcome to the show, Critically Crypto. Welcome back to the show. Crypto Bay J actually has a new co-host, Marcus, here, and he is an NFT expert himself. So he's going to start the show as Crypto Bay J re-enters the room. Go ahead and take it away, Marcus.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus Rosser, and first of all, I appreciate you having me on the show as a co-host. Give a shout out to the gentleman crew as well as Crypto Bay, and yeah, let's get this started, I guess. So today's show, if I was told, we're going to be talking about Helium moving over to Solana, royalties being removed and that being taken accountable in smart contracts as far as marketplaces, and any other NFT news that we didn't cover in the past couple of weeks. But is she jumping back in? Yeah, there she goes. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, everyone. Okay, welcome to Critically Crypto. Thanks, Marcus, for jumping in for me. I had a little glitch that happened, but I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been so long. I've been running these streets, and we have Marcus Rosser here. Marcus, do you have a crypto name?
Mr. Rosser.eth.
Oh, Mr. Rosser.eth. So we should call you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so you have your girl Crypto Bay J, and you have Mr. Rosser.eth here today, and we're just gonna, talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the space. I want to introduce you to Mr. Rosser.eth. He is a NFT junkie like me. He's very well versed in the space and really excited about the space, and so I think he's going to be a great addition to the show. And so if you could just give us a brief introduction about who you are, because then I want to get into the top 10, and then we'll get a little bit more into your journey.
Thanks. To keep it brief, again, Marcus Rosser, military brat, military raised, moved to New Orleans at 22, tech sector my entire life, DOD, currently a civil engineer with the Navy, and outside of that, currently the first Black owner of the NFT Gallery in New Orleans, Louisiana. And that's it, brief.
Okay. And so you're an NFT owner of a gallery in New Orleans. And enthusiast, right? Or evangelist, right?
Yeah, full enthusiast, definitely a DJ when it comes to the NFTs, the DeFi space, play to earn gaming. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we are in good hands today. So Marcus, it's your first time. So let me know. Actually, first of all, what's up, y'all? Y'all know what to do. Make sure you like and share this video. Let folks know. I've been on hiatus. I'm so sorry, but we're back. Okay, it's September. We're getting back into the organization of life and things. Okay, we're in Virgo season, right? Virgo is the organizer. And so we're here. So let me know how you guys been. I'm about to check the comments right now. Like I said, like and share. Let us know what's been up. Now, Marcus, do you know how to share your screen?
I do.
All right. So I want you to pull up our top 10. So let's see. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go and see what's popping with our folks. Okay, sorry. All right. Low Key is here. What's up, Low Key? What's up? So we have our warriors here. That's what our folks are called. And so I'm so happy to see you guys back with us. So what Marcus is going to do is he's going to pull up one of his NFT platforms, NFT tools, right? That's going to show you what exactly is going on minute to minute. Because we talked about how there's a lot of different platforms like, Nansen or NFT tools and NFT5, a bunch of different platforms. And he's going to pull one up. And in the meantime, I think I might go to OpenSea so that we can contrast and see the difference.
Yeah, we can. I want to make sure I get the right screen. Let me share this. What's this, Bello? That's one tool, but I want to share you guys.
Okay. So tell us why I know you're not going to show us Bello, but I haven't used that one before.
Yeah, that's a whole nother, that is, so that's going to be for pre NFT market targeting. That's a whole nother discussion.
Okay. Got it. So we're going to be working with Alpha Sharks today. Okay. Take us through the top 10. So if you could give us, give us the last 30 days since we haven't, or does it even have 30 days?
Yeah, I was about to say, we can do 30 days, but this is, when I say real time, we can get 15, 30 minutes to an hour. And if you want to go into specific charts, so I personally do the hour to 25, and I get to do my normal spiel how I do it every morning, just to let everybody know.
Yeah.
And the flipper every morning, I treat the stock market.
Just talk a little slower for us. Just a little slower. Okay.
We'll do. So yeah, guys, when I wake up in the morning, my normal routine, I come on Alpha Sharks. I trade like any stock market application. I go in here and look at my 30-minute charts. I look at trending products. I try and look for anything above 50% unique holders. Generally around there, that's a good project. But then the next thing you want to look at is sales volume. Right here, these charts. This is pretty bad. Nothing going on. This was good on sales. Unique holders though.
So what is? Hold on, Marcus. What makes something look good or bad? And I want to tell you. Okay. Tell us like what about that makes it look good? Yeah.
To break it down. So unique holders. That's going to be individual unique wallets specifically. So no one's like buying multiple. When I say your most noble wallets, it would be like your 48 clubs. So we're talking about your holders here. You can see your top blue chip NFT holders and how many people of that project actually hold any NFT related to this specific project. You can see your supply and demand, generally average mint price, floor price. But when we talk about unique holders, that's what I mean. How many people actually hold this project?
And now with that, they only know if they're holding that particular blue chip NFT in the same wallet, right?
So no, this is actually touching anybody who touched this specific delusion specific smart contract. So if we go down here, I can actually see like 381 people specifically hold 3 of the NFT. 781 hold 1 of it. You can actually break it down pretty down to the wire, honestly. Everything. You can see how many people hold what, honestly.
Got it. Well, give us I saw is that 5 months and 15 months? Is that what it is? What is this 30? Oh no, that's minutes. 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 24 hours. Let's do the 24-hour chart because I know our folks aren't day traders.
Yeah, so look at every day.
Yes. We're trying to get them up to speed with like what's going on and how to move in this space. So let's see what's been going on just in the last day.
Yeah, in the last 24 hours, as far as these projects, none of these are ones that none of these were actually trending the past three days. Those are all new ones. None of these are actually going to do. Yeah, so you can check through. Yeah, none of these are actually going to be doing anything right now.
Okay, so then let's do.
This one, Genesis Undead. That's the only one that has been trending for the past week that people have actually been working on.
Genuine Undead. What blockchain is that one?
It's still on Ethereum.
Oh, it's on Ethereum. Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
but it's been getting a lot of momentum. A lot of people have been trying to hold it, and that sell wall is crazy. So
can you see where it was originally minted? Oh, yeah, where originally minted.
I want to say it was a free mint. Yeah, this was a free mint.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and that's why people are flipping it. And then the royalties, 7%, 7.5.
Okay, so that's really, really cool. So can you go over right there? All of these stats, these primary stats that you see, because it is kind of small.
Let me open it up for you. I got you.
Yes.
So this would be a whole view specifically for that project, and you can see everything in real time from listings to delisting, your thresholds, your sale walls. You can see how many people are selling versus new listings versus relistings. You can see your different rarities getting sold.
I see
everything, and you can do like a day chart if you want to see that and intervals and how's we going for the day.
I
You can even do
see.
like a 14-day span on based on how long the project's been around, but you can see how it's been selling since then. It's been just going sideways, actually.
Yeah, it has been. So let me go over the top. So it says it's a supply of 99.99. There's 24, just over 2,400 owners. The royalty rate is 5%. What does this MBCBP stand for?
Notable, so most notable wallet carrier. So that's like I was mentioning, the blue chips.
Got it.
How many?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's 9 people. Is that 9 in the
Nine. They
portion?
keep it as a percentage, so it's about 9%.
Oh, 9%.
Yeah.
Got it. So the average mint was 0 because it was free.
It was free. Yep.
And how many are listed right now are 1372,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep.
The floor price is 0.12 ETH.
Which means they're making decent money.
Okay. What is 1 hour cancels?
So in an hour, how many people canceled sales? So we just had another cancel, and you can see that in real time right here.
Okay, so why would that be significant? Like people pulling it off from being listed?
Correct. Yeah, you can
it.
see the momentum of people pulling off the market. So if you're a flipper or a tripper, a trader, that's really important.
Yes. Okay. So we see the 24-hour volume here.
Yep. That's an ETH.
Yes. So then you have the 1-day sale. So we see that 451 were sold over the last 24 hours.
Yep.
And then we have 17 sold in the last hour. Oh.
Yep.
And
so that
in the last 10 minutes.
That's there. Yep. And that's what you use really for flipping. Those are really important for flipping, honestly.
Okay. So when do we know something is slowing down? So one sale every 10 minutes is
it's that momentum's gone. Like I said, this is pretty sideways. Let me see if I get longer than 14 days. Yeah, let's go to a 30 because I don't think it's been around longer than 30, just to really get a full big chart if it even loads it. No, it's only gonna do the 40. Yeah, it's only gonna do the 14. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's been going sideways. And if you look at the owners versus supply, honestly, I like that looking closer to 50% owners versus the supply.
Got it.
Yeah, so we need a little bit more owners. So for a free mint, it looks like the community honestly was just flipping it between themselves. And to be very transparent, just looking at, because this is on a 30-day right now. Yeah, it just, people are just flipping them amongst themselves.
Interesting. So when when you're zooming in, right, and getting this bird's eye view, you can kind of get way more details into obviously the project, but like kind of read into what really is going on behind the scenes, which is really, really cool.
Facts. And if you care about rarity, you can add traits. You can actually get very granular and picking exactly what you're looking for based on the traits that are in the project. So that's a whole nother level of granularity if you want to get to it. They also added trading view for you people who want to get really detailed and know how to do charting and technical like analysis. That's a whole nother level, and that's even if it comes up. But yes, it's not even gonna work right now.
Okay,
they did that trading view, and then that's the most recent. You can add multiple wallets. Like say you wanted a wallet for this tool, you want a wallet for your gas fees, things of that nature. There's a lot more features in here. It's pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah, it looks like great software for sure. So I'm going to take over the share screen. And guys, if you guys have any questions about the software that he just went over, like ask us questions. And if you're not here live, obviously, like we'll circle back around with you if you have any questions and answer them. I'm just, I'm gonna go over my top 10 to see like if there's anything that was in the top 10 a month ago when we last talked. Let's see what that is looking like. Okay. Oh, hold on one second. Let me share my screen. All right.
Well, I need to give you another app too so you can track it.
Let's do it. Yeah. So you should be able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see it's loading up.
Okay. It might take a second. So I see you guys here. Make sure you like this video. You guys know you gotta pay that like tax. Okay. Pay that like tax. All right. So let's go over the last 30 days. We're going over all chains, all categories. What has gone down in a time frame All right, we got Basie, which was in the top. We have number 2 is CryptoPunks, which stays at the top. Other Deed, Other Side. Other Deed, Other Side was probably in the top, but I believe the price has gone down at 1.86 ETH for sure. Let's see. Mutant Yacht Club is at number 4. That was in the top. Moonbirds has kind of like, sometimes it's in the top, sometimes it is not. But we expect that because it's been holding its floor price. I mean, it was much higher then. It was not 12.8 ETH. We have Rare Pepe Yacht Club, which is new. That is new on this chart. It's sitting at 0.59 ETH. Do you know the story behind this project, Marcus?
No, I was wondering if it was with X Copy, but I need to look into seeing with the Rare Pepe. I don't really do a lot of meme NFTs. I try and stay away from them.
Yes. So it looks like, let me see. Rare Pepes is a homage to 2 of NFT culture's most iconic works, the Pepes and Basie, designed by Rare Labs. This is the intersection of NFTs, meme, and culture. All right. And this is what they look like. All right. I mean, I guess if that's what y'all into, you know, I'm not hating. I'm not hating at all. Now this Digidaigaku is a anime project that was a free mint.
Yep.
So you guys, I'm so sorry I wasn't here to let you guys know about it because it's at 9.49 ETH right now. Lord Jesus. So let me click on it so that I can give you guys the deets. It's a collection of unique characters developed by Limit Break, a company founded by world famous designers Gabrielle Layden and Halbert Nakagawa. Currently, Digidaigaku characters live in a mysterious world unknown to outsiders, but in time, exciting details about their world will be revealed. All right, and as we can see, they kind of look like Sailor Moon.
Yeah, they got that lovely art going on. The anime boys are gonna love that. I'm good on that.
Yeah. All right.
I can keep that in my wallet respectively.
Yeah. Okay, so we have so in our 30-day top 10, we have Aliens NFT. And that is a new project. It's sitting at 0.09 ETH. I have a feeling that's probably a free one. We will circle back around and see. Then we have ENS name service. You know, they always have something popping. I don't know if it's EEE.ETH or something like that. Maybe that's, or 4Es.ETH. You know, maybe that's like what's been the new thing, but you know, it's always something with them. So, and those are sold as NFTs. If you want to buy other, ENS names, if you did not know that and you're joining us for the first time. And number 10, number 10 is Lady Ape Club. I checked out this project. It's not even listing a floor price, but it wasn't like, let me see, who could possibly bring sizzle to the dull life of Basie? Meet gorgeous ladies of Lady Ape Club. I know it is not, they are not a part of the same team, but they are trying to, use some of their cachet. Now, this is the thing. I wanted to talk about this, and maybe we'll have some time today, but Pudgy Penguins, rose from the dust.
Yeah, people talking about it a lot, man, because they do the rebranding. Once they got the new they got bought out by another marketing company. I don't want to be completely wrong, but I want to say they got a new marketing firm behind them, and they've been slowly redoing their social medias, their Instagram. They got a cool little story going on. Yeah, the hype between the community has been real, because I got a couple of people who were following for the past 2 weeks, and they were actually higher on this list. So I'm surprised that they kind of dropped a little bit.
Yes. So that rounds out the top 10 over the last 30 days. And as you can see, there's been quite some movement. And now, guys, if you guys have any questions, let me know. So Loki says, are there any sites that list currently available free mints? Yeah. Like, because there's sites that say, like, this is what's minting today.
Yeah, so you can definitely get like squawk alerts for a blockchain. It is something you can free access right now. They give it to you that isn't gated. NFT shout, is that what it's called? NFT squawk, I think it's called NFT.
You can pull it up.
I think it might be gated because I might have access to it through an NFT of mine.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Gated,
gonna check
it's not. You know, because there are like different NFT release calendars. There are free. Let me see. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. And you guys, actually, to be honest, we have the NFT cheat sheet. So, you know, I created the NFT cheat sheet and it has a gang of platforms there for you so that you will know exactly what platforms to use, whether it's, like I said, NFT Nerds, Evaluate That Market, like they will tell you like these are upcoming mints, right? Because people actually need to upload all of their details and information ahead of time before they actually mint. But like, get the NFT cheat sheet, link is in my bio, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Marcus, do you have a suggestion?
Yeah, I was gonna say for me, honestly, how I find my free mints, I'll do it the hard way, man. You go to Twitter, #free mint, and you spend the hours. Like that's what I did, honestly. That's how I found my first ones. You spend the time going through, 9% of them are liars, bots. But honestly, you can, if you know how to go through Instagram, social media, and find who's following who, honestly, it's a couple hours of going through social media. You can find those easy free mints. They are there. Because I don't really use that many tools unless it's an alpha call for my free mints. That's just me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. On Twitter, you'll see like, obviously you'll see a lot of things that will say free mint, but you have to like dig a little deeper under the hood and see if people are actually really talking about it and really minting it. Because gas has been kind of low. There's a lot of scams. You might not want to spend the extra gas money for, mints that aren't that popular. But again, you can use these tools and you can go ahead and go on Twitter, then you can go and check it on one of these websites, then you can go on the Discord and ask people about it. So like, again, you gotta work the system, communicate, be a part of the community. And by now, I started doing this show in April. Like, you should have a group chat by now. Somebody should have, like, in every group chat, there's going to be somebody that's like always in the know, right? Or they have the access to the alpha group that's in the know. Like, so anyway, just to share that with you guys. Let's see. I'm going to see if there are. Peace. Shadow Music. Thanks for joining us today. So before we move on to talk more about you, Marcus, I didn't know if you were pulling up one of those sites.
Yeah, I was trying to see. Yeah, because I know he asked for a tool. He wanted a free one. There is one he can check out called the Whale Lounge. They are free, gives you real-time data tracking, and it actually will help him with those mint prices as well. And yeah, you can get to it for what he wants. It'll work.
Whale Lounge.
Yeah, it's called Whale Lounge. It's actually in project. I'm actually trying to bring it up right now just so I can show you, because I actually want to buy into it. I want to buy the premium version. But if you just, on a budget, you want something real time, Whale Lounge. Yeah, Whale Lounge will do it, tell you the floor prices, volume. Yeah, this will work for him. I don't know how to post it in the YouTube video though for him.
Oh no, I'll do it after. You can actually you can just message me and I'll post it.
You'll definitely like this.
Yes, we will post it for you. But Whale Lounge, WHALELOUNGE .
Yep, and it does give you the upcoming mints that are free for free. And that, this is.
What is it? A .io, .com, .xyz?
It's a .xyz. It's whalelounge.xyz.
Got it. Thanks so much for that. Thanks so much for that. Okay, so Marcus, Mr. Roster Daif, Tell us. Okay, so you gave us a really quick rundown. Like, first, what brings you to, okay, creating an NFT gallery? Like, how, like, let's work a little bit backwards. What inspired you? How did you get into the crypto market, NFT space, and then here to the gallery?
So how I got to the crypto market, NFT space, that was just trying to figure out how to turn $20 to $100 by the end of the month. Teach self-taught financial literacy, right? Just trying to build your black wealth, trying to find any tools from the stock market to any social media techniques to doing Amazon FBA. I was doing everything, trying to do something, man. And got cool in the stock market. That was cool. I was digging it. I was like, crypto's doing this thing, moving every day. But I was like, man, can I trade crypto 24/7? I actually didn't even know you could, like 3 years ago. It turns out the crypto trades 24/7. I was like, what?
Yes.
I can make money on a Saturday? I can make money when the stock market's closed? So that got me to doing crypto bot trading, right? That was a life changer. And once I got into that.
Crypto bot trading. Hold on, wait. I got to make an exclamation point on that because y'all, listen. I told y'all that I'm trying to bring, some bot experts onto this show because, like, bots is where it's at. Bots are the future.
Oh yeah, dude. AI tools, please learn how to use them, man. Save yourself a hassle. Save yourself the time. You can't be. I don't know how people even flip or buy NFTs without using bots. I don't know anybody who does it professionally that doesn't use a bot. Because if you're out here trying to buy NFTs, you're not using a bot. I want you to know someone's beating you on those gas wars every time.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. So as far as people want to know how to get in crypto trading bots, less than $40. It's called Pinex on desktop, mobile. Very useful, very user friendly. YouTube videos all over the internet.
Pinex.
No, yeah, Pinex is super
Pinex.
easy. Yeah, super easy platform. So I was on Pinex, went from like $40 to 1,000 in a couple of months. I was like, all right, cool. So we can do this.
You went from where to 1,000?
Like $100 to 1,000, like what, a month or so and a half.
Okay,
I got everything documented on Instagram. If you all want to see it, I was very transparent. I even made videos on how to set up a bot for bear markets, for bull markets, and for trading sideways. Like if anybody wants to know, Mr. Rosser, Instagram, I'm already there. You can find it. Whole educational playlist.
Mr. Underscore Rosser.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Underscore Rosser. Yep.
Okay, because you gotta spell it out for people. You're talking a little fast, so.
Gotcha. Yeah. For everybody who wants to find me on, like, Google me, Mr. Underscore Rosser. That's me. I'll come right up. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all my content's out there. But from the crypto bot trading, got to buying a little bit of NFTs, right? So I got to DeFi and played on video games. I was on BNB, Smart Chain, Binance. Went from desktop video games to mobile buying assets, trying to make that $20, $30 a day playing video games. And it was working, actually. It worked. It was actually a great system. I did Thetan Arena. That was my thing. Man, you're making $120 a day back, like, November last year, October last year, December. It was good money playing video games, making money back in those times. And so I used that money revenue to get into some, like, membership NFTs for specific curated artists. I joined about 2 different collectors groups. First one I joined out of Nifty Gateway, both of them. First one is 33 Family. You can Google them. He's an anonymous collector. He will always put you on as far as an artist. The second one I joined was King of Newtown out of LA. Another group I joined, he's a curator. He actually was one who inspired me to turn my house into a gallery because he bought the Dream Hotel out of California. He turned the Dream Hotel into the first NFT gallery in California. And then after a couple of years of that, he opened up a second location recently at NFT NYC and New York. And so now he's got 2 locations. He's opening a third in London now. So that's actually where I got my business model from. He started buying local artists who were small, unknown, bringing the name up, make collabs with them on his network, on his platform. They sold out and grew it from there. I met linked up with these guys, started buying their artists, work started snowballing on Nifty Gateway. And then from there, I had like 100 plus NFTs. And I was like, all right, guys, we need to monetize this because I'm buying all these NFTs and I'm not seeing too much return.
Yes.
So it was like, with this art, man, what are we going to do with it? And did a digital spaces, super cool, right? Having a digital gallery. But again, you can't monetize that. It's a public URL. Anybody can access it. Then I got to a physical space and I was like, all right, let's get my friends together. They're artists. I'm a tech guy, link up, Black community. It's simple, it wasn't hard.
Simple. Okay. Wow. So what was the name of the person again who inspired you?
I would say 33, King of Newtown.
Okay.
And then maybe the other guy called Crypto Gossip, another gentleman on YouTube, man. Okay. Just old guys, man.
Okay. And you joined like their alpha groups, is that what you said?
Yeah, I joined. So they had select membership tiers, and I did. I ended up joining the bottom tiers. You know, everything was gated at the end of the day. I still had to spend money to get the alpha, get those newest artists, to get it before everybody else. That's just how it is. And but it was worth it. It was hundreds. I think within the first 2 months, I made my money back on just the purchase of the membership.
Yes. Okay. Dope. First 2 months. Yeah, I think that's
because you get the free drop. It snowballs. The work gains value. It's up to you if you want to sell it or not. I did sell a few. I think my first year on Nifty Gateway, not too much. I made what 1,700 the second year, another 1,300, and this year maybe I made like 1,000 extra just on just owning NFTs and just reselling them. Like I airdropped some random stuff.
Yes, yeah, I really like Nifty Gateway's platform. I felt like it was, I mean, I kind of felt like I was spoiled on there. I bought my first NFT on there, and I didn't buy it with a credit card. I bought it with crypto, but it was just like once I got into the open sea, I was just like, what, huh? What? You know, I was just kind of a little like discombobulated with it because they just the way that they've curated the space. Like, and they just put their stamp of approval on folks, and you really have a thorough understanding of who they are. And then like just the momentum and excitement around this is what's coming out today, you know?
Yeah, they push it. They do a really good job. Time limited. They push the emails. They know they can stop the reveal for like an hour before you can go to the web page. They really figured out how to capitalize on momentum per project per day. They really did a good job. And I don't know if you're tracking today. Yeah, today they released it so anybody can apply to curate on their site now.
Oh,
so that's changed the game, man. It was like the biggest news on Twitter this morning.
God, I did not see that.
I applied this morning for my gallery.
So if you want to be if you want to be an art curator, that would be amazing. Okay, that's what. And there's a lot of people I know that like, you know, have that touch. They have that vibe. So yeah, that's good to know. All right, so I am bringing on Mr. Rosser here today on the show, and hopefully moving forward, because we met at a crypto event in Minneapolis, well, in Minnesota, and it was called the Wevolution, and it was put on by the Storage Institute. So you guys, I've been at a lot of different events over the last month. I've been hitting these streets. I was at after NFT NYC, I went to DeFi Philly. We talked about that. And then after DeFi Philly, I think the next event was the Wevolution. After the Wevolution, I went to NFT Expoverse, which was an NFT conference in LA at the convention center in Los Angeles. And then I just recently got back from HackCon, okay, learning everything you need to know about putting together a hackathon. And I mean, this month, there's still a lot more coming up. There is Black Blockchain Summit at Howard University. There are the Bitcoin billionaires are doing something. And this weekend in Charlotte, I won't be there, but I know a lot of people will. I'm like, what else is going on? There's the Emergent Africa Forum, talking, you know, right? So those are some of the things that are happening just next month. I think people, and I'm trying to remember, is NearCon happening in September? It might be. I think it might be. I don't know if it's September, October, but there's a slew of Black folk in blockchain going to NearCon as well. That's going to be in Lisbon, Portugal. So we out here, we running these streets. But circling back to the Wevolution, so Storage is a decentralized storage company. And so decentralized storage companies are really cool and innovative way to use like the node system, right? So to encrypt and store files. So instead of having one particular server, right, everyone is participating. All the nodes around the world are participating, offering their free space, so that offering their free space in exchange for storage tokens, right, to be a host and hold people's files that they can't even access on their own computer because of the way that it's encrypted. Anyway, so they have an institute, right? So the nonprofit arm of their company, and their institute's mission is to, you know, teach people about decentralization, decentralized storage, and also they really want to make sure that Black, Brown, and Indigenous people are knowledgeable about the Web3 space, and also are pushing them forward in education through education and advocacy, right, in the space, pushing Black faces, brown faces that need more exposure in all the different ways, right, whether they are programmers or developers or educators, etc. So we went to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we had a time. And this is where I met Mr. Rosser, and I want him to tell me a little bit more of his experience at this event. I participated in putting together the curriculum for what the folks learned there at the event. But yeah, I'm gonna hand it over to you. What did you think?
What did I think? Man, first of all, like I said there, it was a life-changing event. First time, I used to dream about getting flown out to a tech events for one, do a conference and meeting, seeing people of your own kind, really founders, owners, creators. Just for me personally, it's nothing I've ever experienced or seen before. So it was real humbling to be very transparent, and just the fact of like how I even got out there. I mean, I went to a convention here held by Sabrina Short in Louisiana, Black Tech NOLA. And from there, I was volunteering, ran to a gentleman called Israel Wilson who flew me out. And from there, it just kind of snowballed, man. Yeah, it just kept going. So my experience, life-changing. I don't really can't put words to it because, yeah, I really can't, man. It just really reinforced and confirmed, like, I know I'm definitely going to be doing some bigger things just because the people that are around me and the continuous support I've been getting since I left that environment. So it's been definitely, it's just been continuously impactful.
Yes, it was like it lit some fire underneath you, and would sound like it was a confirmation. Like the whole point of the event was we really wanted it to be mostly Black and brown people. We invited around 60 people, right, to a remote location, and we wanted to create an experience that you don't get at any of the large conferences, right? Something that's really intimate. And so people really felt like after being there from 8 to 8, 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, basically people felt like they really got a chance to know people, really find out about their project. There were VCs there. There were people who were educators there. There were people that had their own projects there. It was a good mixture of different folks, techie folks and non-techie folks, people who have nonprofits that are trying to turn their nonprofits into DAOs and the like. So it was just like a really good vibe. If you go on to my social media, my Instagram, you can see a photo of all of us. We took a great photo, but that's where we met and we connected. And so I just thought he would be, a great addition to the show. And so I just wanted to, let you guys know where I found this stranger off the street. He not just some random stranger on the street. I think he is going to add a lot to the channel, the show. So that's why he's here. And so with that, I wanted to jump into this big topic. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. And you should see it.
Yep.
All right. I want to talk about this debate, and I'm going to read a little bit from the article, and then we could talk about it. So here, this article is from NFTnow.com. Here's what you need to know about the NFT creator royalty debate. Now, obviously, the date says August 26th, but it wasn't that long ago. People have been talking about this for a few weeks, and I just felt like this is something we couldn't gloss over. So creator royalties have remained a prominent facet of the NFT market for years. Even in the early days of Web3 creative economy, artists of all creeds could sustain themselves through a mix of income from primary sales and kickbacks received via the secondary market royalties. Yet, while creator royalties seem crucial, they aren't hard-coded into the market, much less individual smart contracts. Okay, so creator royalties, sometimes called creator fees, are optional and only implemented to reserve a certain percentage of secondary sale, peer-to-peer trades, which is sent back to the NFT's originator, the person who created it. Yes, the truth is that creator royalties are optional, but still nearly impossible to avoid in the NFT space. That could be a good or a bad thing depending on who you ask, since decentralized payments are facilitated by centralized means. Take OpenSea. If an artist NFT sells on the secondary market on OpenSea, the platform itself receives the royalty via the transaction. It's only after that royalty is received that OpenSea, in this situation acting as an intermediary, sends the royalty payment to the artist. But arrangements like OpenSea's aren't the end-all be-all. The advent of services like Manifold could change it. With Manifold's royalty registry, it's now possible to add creator royalties to smart contracts that did not initially support them. This could effectively make it easier for marketplaces to use appropriate on-chain royalty configurations instead of the aforementioned centralized model. This is precisely why a debate around the necessity of creator royalties and the viability of continuing to be facilitated by intermediaries has been bubbling up. So I am going to stop sharing my screen and start this conversation. So in one way, I knew this. In another way, I did not know this, right? In one way, I knew that the intermediary got the royalty and had to send it over, but I don't know that. For somehow I felt like they were obligated. It was more so like, well, people would be able to see that they didn't send the royalty. And so there would be like a community hanging possibly if they didn't, right? That's kind of like how I originally thought about it. Yeah.
No, people just didn't know how smart contracts work. People just assumed. No one knew. Because when I thought about it, I assumed the same thing until I learned how to read a smart contract and how to make one. And that changed it. So that really just because people don't understand. And OpenSea was the first. They were biggest guys on the scene, pushing everybody's content, pushing everybody's projects. So people just assume because the royalties here, you have to abide by it. It's like, no, but you guys don't even know how to read code. All they're really saying is no, OpenSea just taking their transaction fee and giving the rest back to the creator. But yeah, a lot of creators from back in the day already complained about that. So it's interesting now people just bringing it up. But I think again, there's because so many new people get into a space who are no code savvy like myself. Again, I'm a propagator of Manifold. I've been Manifold XYZ for the past year for all my smart contracts. That's why I never had a royalty issue, because you're right. You set that in their smart contract and you own that smart contract. It doesn't matter what Rarity Tools says, Super Rare, OpenSea. I wrote my royalties on Manifold. So yeah, I'm wanting it. Write it into the contract.
So we haven't talked about like NFTs from the creator aspect, and we will in the coming weeks. But what's really important is you should always write your own smart contract, right? Because these platforms like OpenSea, or I don't even know, I'm just gonna name Super Rare or Nifty Gateway. Like I don't even know if they have a portal where you can do that. Or Foundation.
Nifty Gateway, as of today, stated, that's another thing when I read Nifty Gateway's update today. They now create smart contracts which are owned by you. Everybody's big on a smart contract owned by you now.
Yes.
So that's the big push. Yeah.
So everyone wants to have a template, a smart contract template, right? But it's really important for you to create your own smart contract and tailor it so that you know where the money is going, what's happening, because things down the road will happen, and you then cannot really hold these companies liable for what they actually wrote in your code. And because it's a generic code that they put in there for everyone. And so with this Manifold makes the royalties on chain.
They literally have it built in on chain. And then on top of that, they've coordinated with other marketplaces to reconfirm it. So if you go on to like Super Rare or these other trading marketplaces, you have to abide by the royalties I set on my Manifold contract. Even though other marketplaces might have options where you can change it, you can't.
Got it. And so that is a missing key. Now, for people that have a budget and they have like they're able to pay coders or who's knowledgeable, and they can write this into the code themselves. I was gonna pull up Manifold's website. Like, what is different? Like, what's different from someone who like suggested a royalty in the smart contract versus someone who I guess I really want to know what part of the code makes it on chain, the transaction royalty on chain versus not on chain, and why were people making it not on chain? Because I thought that the whole point of this was that
always be on chain. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the thing about OpenSea isn't a Web3 marketplace. And again, I think people misunderstand OpenSea.
Mm-hmm.
It is a front-end Web2, back-end Web3, and their back-end Web3 is literally their data feeds. And as I showed you with Apple Sharks, their data feeds are extremely slow. No, people just have a misunderstanding of like Web2, Web3, and hybrid models on websites, honestly. So yeah, we talk about on-chain, OpenSea. The only thing that's on-chain on OpenSea is that initial transaction. Everything else OpenSea does is off-chain.
Yes, I see. So, which is the catch-22 of OpenSea, right? Because people want their projects to be compatible with OpenSea because so many people use it, right? But then OpenSea is not tried and true Web3 and sticking to those Web3 ideals. Okay, so I think we talked about like the main way. Why would an artist not want to have royalties? Like what would be the reason for that?
And I think we did mention this a couple of times, or earlier we had talked privately. So from a creative standpoint, talking to artists I know, they see it as, especially for unknown, no-name artists, are trying to make themselves known and keep their revenue as much as possible, grass-fed, starving artists. Why would a starving artist want to give a commission to a gallery 15, 20, 40% when you can be a digital artist, make your own digital gallery, go make your own pseudonym, push your own digital marketing, and not only have your own auction on one blockchain, but on multiple blockchains, and keep all your royalties. Not even have to worry about royalties. You keep the money yourself. You're your own smart contract, right? So you don't have to worry about royalties, actually. You just make the funds go to your wallet. So yeah, you get rid of the middleman. Like, as for a creator, yeah, imagine having no middleman.
So you're saying, so would people be selling you the NFT when they didn't want it anymore back to you? Or would they have to use some kind of other swap platform, or they would just have to send them from one like my wallet to your wallet? We just have to do it, peer to peer.
Oh no, because now there's platforms where you don't have to track royalties. Like, I can make a smart contract and not have royalty fees.
Okay, got it.
You don't have to have royalty fees. He can just, and as an artist, you can just, if you buy yourself, just make your contract. Whenever it sells, the initial wallet, the seeds of that sale go to your initial wallet anyway. So that's outside of the royalties.
I understand that artists will probably think like there always will be creating, so like it's nothing for them to create another project, right? Yeah. Or, it's something that they look forward to. But listen, coming from the music industry, artists usually this is different with music from art. So it's not a blanket statement, but a lot of times when artists are their youngest, they make their best work, right? When they're youngest, or when they first are starting in the space in their profession. And you want to think about the long game of building your brand, having scarcity around your artwork, and building your brand you're building your brand as an artist for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And so I don't think I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words, but I don't think royalties are a bad thing. I think I guess stressing about, if your project is selling enough for you to live off of those royalties, is something that that probably creates anxiety for a lot of artists. And so I'm just gonna leave that there. You guys tell
I
me.
think it does, but it's like if artists are worried
know?
about their royalties, I'm wondering, it's like, man, if you're an artist from the Web2 side of things, you're already used to just getting your one-time payment for your physical artwork, right? So why are you stressed out about royalties? Like, that's just extra revenue. So would you stress about making extra money?
Yes, exactly. Like if it happens, it happens. Like,
yeah, like what you mean? You don't even need to understand it, because then that's why NFT galleries exist. Like my artists, as much as they are techie guys, they just want to art. They don't want to deal with the back end tech, the digital galleries, all that, the smart contracts. That's what they got me.
Yeah. Yes, but I mean, you can learn from every other musician that's ever lived, right? Once they realize, oh, no, you don't love me as I know now. She wasn't getting paid for that song for a long time, and she just now is suing for back royalties for that song. So she was a teenager when that song came out. She recorded it. So that song is still popular today. It still gets played all over the world. And so, like, think about your future. Like, you might be like, this is might be how you feel when you're 18, when you're 25, when you're 30. And then all of a sudden, when you're 65 and you're 70, it might be a good idea that you got some royalties coming in.
Yeah, life has that good cushion, bro. You want to chill, you old, you ain't trying to work, you trying to go nowhere, 100%. You want to open up your phone and be like, we're taking care of, all right.
Yeah. And the story with this particular woman, she just felt like, okay, like they took advantage of me, like it's over. Like, there's no opportunity for me to do anything now. But she saw a commercial like, oh no, how much did they get paid for this commercial? It was like a national commercial. Oh no, run that back. It's been 25 years. I don't care. Like, I need to start getting paid now. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's wild. Yes. Yeah.
You following me? You following me? All right. So guys, we're coming up on 50 minutes. Hey, Rue, another content creator on the channel. How are you? Nice to see you. So happy you can catch us live. So if you guys have any questions, let us know because we're going to start wrapping up shortly. So Mr. Rosser.eth, did you have anything that you wanted to share before we go today?
First of all, I gotta say thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. A great time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to keep chatting up on a lot of upcoming changes, news, project updates, and just new tech that gets evolved. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the AI integration in NFT blockchain projects, and also mixed augmented reality tech, man. That's next year, right? Hopefully mainstream people should be having glasses coming out. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that affects the NFT space. And we already saw with Artifacts last month with their augmented reality hoodies. And then the Reforge happened yesterday, 2 days ago. So everybody got dropped like 25 grand, and now they have a whole self-made economy going on. People are trading their DNA for the different types of demonic hats and sweaters and angelic shoes and all this kind of stuff. And I'm seeing that's going to be the future, man. I really hope by the end of this year, we see a lot more mixed reality, augmented reality clothing, because that seems to be a very niche pull. Like, I will pay $350 for a sweatshirt that has a QR code in the back. When you look at it with these glasses, I have them dope wings, or like, like a robot, whatever. Like, that's value. Like, I don't care. That's real value. Like, that's gonna be a thing, bro. Like, can you imagine augmented mixed reality shoes? Like, when you're wearing normal shoes, but when someone looks at the QR code, you're like a transformer walking down the street. I'm just like thinking like the cool things that people are like.
Yes.
It's just like, nah, people are sleeping. Like,
yeah,
this is gonna
for sure. And then if you're hanging out in the metaverse, like, then that also like translates as well.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna look the same. Your metaverse outfit, you're gonna be able to wear, because you can get your metaverse outfit on a QR code, print on your clothes, and walk around, and people gonna see you the same. And I'm really looking forward to seeing one day people put glasses on and see Mr. Rosser.eth over my head down Bourbon Street. That's gonna be wild.
Yes, so there's a lot of innovation coming in the future. Are you partial to any particular NFT blockchains?
No, I'm really digging Tezos, man. Tezos, people be sleeping on Tezos. I'll tell everybody who's listening right now, y'all stop sleeping on Tezos. So you can get some art, man, especially that geometric, man. People are eating that up right now. You can get some good one-on-ones under $50 on Tezos. Sit on that. Talk about savings accounts. Tezos is my savings account right now. Yeah, I would say that was like I'll say right now I'm pretty bullish on them. And I stake in my Ethereum, man. The merge is coming up in less than 12, 14 days. I've been tracking. Today was the last milestone, I think, for the test net for the big merge happening. And I know we're looking at them dipping a lot. I expect it to continue to dip. Honestly, my price target is $800 by the end of the year. Like, too many people could be selling off and trying to stake and things like that because of the change. So yeah, I'm sticking with Ethereum even after the merge, and definitely keep my eye on Tezos. I'm not big Solana.
Yeah,
Solana. I mean, I got some stuff on there. I'm picking up some tools myself. I'm not gonna be ignorant of the fact that I know it exists, but I'm still building out my tools so I can really use the ecosystem effectively still.
Yeah. People are having merge parties. I mean, I didn't know it was that deep. Like, we're about to party. I mean, the only person I thought would be wanting to throw a merge party would be Vitalik, and now women will show up because of his D print that was all over Twitter and memes this week.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay, so I was like, what is going on? It's not very Vitalik. I was like, I saw so many people. Okay, because I saw my photo container with his pants, and I was like, did I miss something? Why is these Vitalik and his pants thing going on?
Yes, it was because he took a photo with this Asian chick that's like, right?
Yeah,
and
I saw
his D print. You can see his D print on
he had
there.
a little indentation.
Yeah.
That boy's getting some play now. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm like, yeah, get him, boy.
Nerds are taking over.
Hey, I've been telling people since 2010, nerds rule the world. Girls are looking at me like, no, you're lying. I'm like, who do you think develops and writes all this code? Who do you think understands the UX for this code? Who do you think building business models so people can sell this stuff? Like, it's the geeks, bro. Like, y'all tripping. Nerds rule the world.
Nerds with a print, takes it to the next level, though.
When you Vitalik, man, you can do a lot with Vitalik. I'm afraid that dude. Oh man.
No, there's a lot of women that were not returning his phone calls. Like, should I go on a date with him? And now they're
his phone blowing up now. I mean, he can't. He had to get a new number after that Twitter post.
So yeah, on that note, I want to leave on that note. So
yeah, for sure.
Guys, thank you for joining. And until next time, keep your ears to the crypto streets.
Not bad. It's never a quick question. Coinbase is on Solana nodes? They are launching nodes. Ooh, is anybody else there? Crypto base here? Oh shoot, let me get out.